and gentlemen, you're going to have to clap very loud and get ready for your headliner from Tulsa, Oklahoma, one of our all-time favorites here at Corner Pocket, Zach Amon!
Keep it going for John Gayer, everybody. Let him hear it. Let him hear it. Keep it going for all the comics you saw this evening. Levi, Daniel, Harrison. Let him hear it. Give it up for yourselves for being here on a Saturday. I don't know what the fuck else you'd be doing in Springfield, Missouri, but I'm glad you're here. You know, it's good to be here. I am also Asian. This is cool. This is the first time I've ever been on a show with more than one Asian, so this has been really fun. Although I'm cool, I'm Japanese. Like, yeah, I'm a cool one. We make those cartoons you like. Yeah, funny thing, I'm actually German, Italian, and Japanese. I'm the Axis powers of World War II. Combined into this sexy body you see before you. Yeah, but I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma, so that just translated to, hey, Asian kid, like that's, at least Daniel got Chinese, they wouldn't be specific with me, you know? I got picked on constantly. Kids would come up to me and be like, hey, Zach, how's Hiroshima? Oh, it's gone! But I was okay, I was tough, I could stand up for myself. I'd look at them and be like, hey guys, how's Pearl Harbor? Oh, it's gone! I got the shit kicked out of me for that joke. But it was mine, you gotta stand up for yourself. Girls would come up to me and be like, hey Zach, teach us Kung Fu, then do our nails. And I'm like, that's not cool. Like, I can't do Kung Fu. Acrylics, yes. Sweep kicks, no. That's just not in the cards for me. The thing that bothered me, though, the thing that I hated was that they would always say I had squinty eyes. Like, they would always come up to me and be like, hey, Zach, why don't you open your eyes when you talk to me? You know? And like I said, I was tough. I didn't let it bother me. So I would go back at him and be like, hey, Kyle, you gonna shoot up a school today? I got beat up a lot for that, but never shot. Kyle liked the joke, which I appreciate to this day. We're still buddies. No, it's fun. My mom is Japanese. My mom's weird, though. My mom was, born in Japan, but grew up her whole life in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My mom is like a white trash Asian. That's the best way to describe my mom. My mom is like if Lucy Liu in Kid Rock had a baby. That's... Or for a more updated reference, Post Malone and Aquafina. That's it's a lot of smart with a lot of garbage. My mom graduated college, but the only advice that I ever remember her telling me is, hey Zach, don't shave all your pubes because women don't like bouncing on sandpaper. And I've taken that to heart. Ladies, is that true? Yeah, a couple ladies always agree with that. She can speak fluent Japanese. I've seen her do it, She can speak fluent Japanese. She talks to her mom in Japanese. She'll talk to our relatives in Japanese. She would yell at my brother and I in Japanese. But God forbid she hears anybody speak Spanish. And she's like, go back to your country. This is America. 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 And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Mom. Go back inside. Those are your neighbors. They're from Arizona. She's dumb. It's fun, though. It's fun. It's interesting having my grandmother is full on Japanese, as Japanese as you can possibly be, can't say her L's, hilarious. I get her to say Mission Impossible as much as I can, because she can't say it. But the thing that she always wanted to instill on me in life is financial wisdom. She's always wanted me to be smart with my finances. Every year for my birthday, or for Christmas, she'd give me a card with a little bit of money in it and then a novel of what I should do with this money, how I should invest this money to prepare for my future. And I'm like, Grandma, I'm 9. I don't know who Roth IRA is, right? I thought that was a singer, I thought a 401k was a TV. I didn't know. I didn't know what to do here. But I've started to do the same thing for her, you know, in her old age. I've started for Christmas and her birthday, I've been getting her cards with a nursing home pamphlet on the inside. And I'm like, you gotta start preparing for your future, Grandma. Because I didn't heed your financial advice, so you are fucked. And that's just what it is. I have a boring job. Anybody got jobs here? Woo! Yeah. I have a boring job. I'm a bank teller. I have a super boring job. But every once in a while, something cool will happen. Like the other day, this guy came in to cash a check. No big deal. I'm doing the thing. He's on his phone. All of a sudden, porn starts playing on his phone. Like loud, like full volume pornography. And he freaked out. He was like, oh shit. And he shut it off and he looked at me and he was like, memes, right? And I was like, yeah, dude, memes. Like, just be honest, we all knew it was porn. I knew the exact video he was watching. It's the one where the stepmom gets stuck in the stairs. I highly recommend it. It's good. Sound quality's good, lighting's good. I had a hard time believing she was a stepmom, but it's Hollywood. What are you gonna do? I did this joke in front of my stepmom, and the tension between us is weird. Very strange. Every time I go home, I'm like, stay away from the stairs, the washing machine, the sink. Because according to the internet, I can't control myself, you know? So you gotta be careful. It's interesting. I deal with a lot of like older people at work, and I don't know what it is about old people, but they like to just give you their whole day right away. No like small talk, nothing. This lady came in, and I don't like making small talk, but you got to do it. And I was like, "How you doing today, ma'am?" And she's like, my husband died in a fire this evening." And I'm like, "Do you want this back in 20s? How do I respond to this?" I had a lady get really upset with me because I have a tattoo right here. She saw this tattoo and was like, oh. And I was like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. Does my tattoo offend you? I didn't mean for that to happen." She's like, "I just don't like tattoos." And I was like, "Oh, okay, everybody has their opinions, no big deal." She's like, my best friend had a tattoo." And I was like, "Yeah?" And she's like, "Yeah, in the Holocaust." Oh, no. And I was like, "Yeah, so did everybody else, bitch. What? Have a good day." What a shitty thing to say to somebody, you know? I did that joke one time in Tulsa, and I got in a little bit of trouble. This guy came up to me and was like, "You can't make jokes about that. You can't make jokes about the Holocaust. You can't make jokes about Anne Frank." And I was like, "Why? Is she gonna show up? Is she gonna walk in? Like, what are you thinking, dude? Like, you're gonna go to heaven one day? You're gonna run into Anne Frank, and she's gonna be like, 'Hey, you remember that time you stood up to those shitty comics in that shitty bar in Tulsa, Oklahoma?' Up top, bro. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to this little Jewish girl, you know?" Good, I'm glad that worked. It's always a little nerve-wracking doing Anne Frank joke. I want to start working out. I don't really want to be in like a monstrous shape or like really good shape. Like, I just want to be like an efficient human. Like if I was over at a buddy's house and he was like, "Hey, can you help me move this couch?" I'm like, "Absolutely, I got you." Because if he asked me to do it right now, I'm like, "You better have an ambulance on standby." Like, I'm gonna go down hard. Like, I can already tell. You know, like, I just want to be able to like walk upstairs without feeling like I just ran a marathon. You know? Yeah, he gets it. Like, this fatty gets it. He gets it. Yeah. Like, I just want to be able to tie my shoes without having to stand up and be like, you know? Like, that's the worst. Like, I'm wearing Velcro right now. Like, that's how bad it is. For those in the back, that's real. I really have Velcro on. They're Adidas though, so it's kind of cool, I guess. It's kind of neat. I'm living with my mom right now, which is kind of interesting. I just went through. Yeah. Hey, let's hang out. I I just got out of a relationship, a 9-year relationship, so now I'm living with my mother, and the one thing about, a 9-year relationship, that's tough, and I gotta tell you, the one thing I really miss is my bidet. I miss my bidet. Yeah, bidets are the shit. Like, if you guys, your dad's a smart guy, I highly recommend, like, my asshole used to be immaculate, guys. Like, it used to be, like, you could eat off of it. Like, it was just as clean as you could ever have it. And I haven't had a bidet now for 3 months, and it just looks like a war-torn country. Like, there's just debris everywhere. There's people buried under it. FEMA's got to get involved. Like, it's like the Ukraine back there. It's horrible. It's so bad. That's my only topical joke I'm gonna do tonight. Oh man, give it up for the people in the Ukraine, though, right? I'm just kidding. Don't worry. We're in America where it's dope. Who gives a shit? Yeah? Okay. I think people who have a tattoo of their birth year are fucking stupid. If you have a tattoo of your birth year in here, you're dumb. I noticed nobody's laughing at this. You must have a tattoo. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I'm like, what's gonna happen? You forget your birthday while you're filling out that application to Jimmy John's? Relax. You're like, good thing I have my last name on my chest. I know what that is. I have my family crest on my back, so I can't talk much. Kidding. I only have 2 tattoos. One cool, one gay. Alright. I got the wrong food in the drive-thru the other day. Has that ever happened to you guys? Yeah. A lot of people find it annoying. I kind of found it exciting. It is, yeah. It's a different kind of experience. You're kind of like, I knew I was fucked because it took 30 minutes to get to the first window. And then I knew I was more fucked when he handed me 3 bags. Because I only ordered, churros and a Dr. Pepper at this Taco Bell. So I got handed 3 bags, and I got excited. I'm like, let's see what this fat fuck got. That's worthy of 3 bags at midnight on a Wednesday. Let's see. I drove all the way home. I was really excited, and there were 12 tacos. There was 12 tacos. There were 6 tacos in each bag, right? The 3rd bag was full of hot sauce. I had 12 tacos. There was 3,700 hot sauce things in this bag. I only needed 4, but I had 3,700. I'm selling them. I'm living it up. I'm making a lot of money right now on hot sauce. But I open up these tacos, and it's 12 tacos of just meat and shell. That's it. Just meat and shell. No cheese, no lettuce, no sauce. And you would think to be like, 12 tacos, just meat. You would load it up. They would load it up. It's the same amount of meat. You ever gotten a taco at a fast food restaurant, that little strip of meat? It was literally that. And I was like, did I just get Ted Bundy's fucking Taco Bell order? Like, what is this? What am I eating here? This is crazy. I was like, I gotta go get cheese out of my mom's fridge. Like, I gotta go do this. Anyway, I ate them all, but like, I was hungry. I'm not gonna just be like, ew, throw them out. Like, I obviously put cheese on them and a lot of sour cream. I don't know if you guys are like me. I like sour. Oh, no, we can't be bros anymore. No, fuck this guy. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole the other day watching footage of industrial shredders. You guys know what those are? Yeah, those big metal teeth that'll just eat anything, like refrigerators, just destroys them. Oh, it's amazing. I can't be the only one who watches these videos and thinks, put a body in there. Yeah, right? Yeah, like, put a body in. Like, we're all a little dark. Like, it's cool to see a refrigerator. She said his, damn. This is a fun sibling rivalry right here. But, it's like, it's cool to see a refrigerator get, like, mulch, but, like, put a person in there. Like, like, what if that became, like, the new death penalty? They're like, this Sunday on ABC, we're dropping 50 murderers and 50 rapists into the pit of freedom, into the teeth of Uncle Sam. Check it out this Sunday at 7 p.m. hosted by Rob Gronkowski and Kelly Ripa. Like, you would spend a Sunday with the boys. You'd order a pizza. You'd have a party. You'd be like, let's watch these people get mulched. Like, it would be fun. It'd be a good time. I went down speaking of rabbit holes, I'm a big fan of TikTok. Any TikTok people? Yeah. This will work for her. The TikTok, I love TikTok. One of my favorite things is I follow a lot of people with Tourette's on TikTok. Yeah. And it doesn't surprise me that there's a bunch of people with Tourette's on an app called TikTok. I guess it's really... So all my people with Tourette's, make some spontaneous noise. Nobody with Tourette's here. One day that'll work. But I love TikTok. One of my favorite things on TikTok to see are the single moms dancing half naked with the kid in the back. I love that. I love these women. Yeah, they're fun. They're putting it out there. They're like, look at me. I'm fun. I'm sexy. Like, yeah, I have a kid and a crippling TikTok addiction. And it's up to you to decide which red flag is worse. And I'm like, for me, it's that swastika tattoo on your stomach. What have I stumbled upon here? But there's always some douchebag in the comment sections that puts, that's someone's daughter. Always. Fuck her, exactly, yeah. Never fails. You see it every time. That's someone's daughter, you know? And that phrase only applies to, like, when women are doing, like, sex work stuff, like stripping, OnlyFans, dancing half naked in front of your kids. Like, yeah. Like, you don't see a woman win a Nobel Peace Prize and somebody in the back, like, that's someone's daughter. Up there winning a Nobel Peace Prize. Bullshit, you know? And for dudes, it only applies to us when we die. They're like, that was somebody's son. That was someone's son who died in the Capitol riots, you know? It's like Jeffrey Dahmer was somebody's son. Oh, God, no. Who was also eating somebody's son. But at least he wasn't a stripper, because that's someone's daughter, and that's fucked up, right, ladies? Yeah. I am jealous of kids today, I gotta say. I am jealous. I'm very jealous of kids today. Like, did anybody growing up have a friend with a hot mom? Yeah? Yeah? This guy? Yeah, we had a lady in our hometown, Miss Mackey. She would throw a pool party every summer, and she would get a new bikini, and it was always the talk of the town for the boys. Because she had a diving board, and we would always be like, maybe this will be the year that she dives, and it all comes out, you know? We were like, maybe this is the year, you know? And it just filled you with, like, all this wonder and mystery of, like, Miss Mackey, what's under there, you know? And, like, kids today can just subscribe to their friend's mom's OnlyFans. And, like, all the mystery and wonder is just gone. Like, and you can't be mad at them. They're good friends. They're supporting your family. They're like, don't be mad at me, bro. Who got you that PS5? Like, we all did when we resubscribed last month. Like, could you imagine the conversations at school? They'd be like, yo, did you see Harrison's mom on OnlyFans last night? Like 12 inches, that's crazy. Like, they're like, what about Layden's mom? And she blew an entire McDonald's. And they're like, what about Levi? And Levi's like, come on, guys, that's my mom. And they're like, yeah, that's your mom. You're somebody's daughter, you stupid bitch. I fucked that joke up. I fucked that joke up. Let me do it again. Rewind. Levi's like, come on, guys, that's someone's daughter. And then it's like, yeah, that daughter's your mom, bitch. All right, there we go. Thank you. I'm filming. I'll edit it in post. I saw this, we're doing a special, I don't know if you can, no, I'm kidding. Right here in the bingo hall. I'm what you call a big deal. I saw this thing on Twitter the other day about red flag movies. They're like, ladies, if a fella likes any of these movies, that's a red flag. It's like Fight Club, Wolf of Wall Street, all the good fucking movies, basically. All the good ones. You know, all the good movies. I feel like it's more of a red flag if a guy comes up to you and is like, my favorite movie's Coco. It's like, cover your drink. Like, that's a terrifying human being right there. Like, if you're over the age of 12 and your favorite movie's a Disney movie, seek help. That's like what mental health services are for, you know? Like, my favorite movie's fucking Bug's Life. It is, but like I do love A Bug's Life. Shout out to A Bug's Life. A movie that came out when I was 2. Yeah. All you old people in here. I can see it. Old. This guy especially. So I'm from Oklahoma. Medical marijuana is legal in Oklahoma, which is pretty cool. And I have my medical marijuana card. I don't know if you guys can tell I'm sick. I'm sick, so I suffer from a chronic illness. But I realized the other day that I probably smoke a little too much weed, which is a weird epiphany to have. And I realized this because anytime I get any amount of money, I know exactly how much weed I can buy with said money. I know exactly. Like, I helped my dad with some yard work the other day and he paid me $30 and I was like, awesome, that's a quarter. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, nothing, I'll see you at church, have a good one, you know? Like, I got paid for a comedy gig the other day and I got to buy 3 pre-rolls. And I was like, awesome. That's pretty cool. For those who laugh really hard at that, pre-rolls are not expensive. You can literally get them for a penny at some places. And I happen to have 3 cents on me. So, comedy pays well. I saw my landlord and he was like, yo, do you have rent? And I was like, rent? You mean 3 ounces, 12 edibles, 6 dabs, and 14 joints? I've never heard of it. I'm gonna be late this month. Real late. I noticed we measure things weird in this country. I was hanging out with a buddy the other day. He just got a new car. He was showing it to me. And he was like, dude, look at all this trunk space. You can fit like 6 bodies in here. I'm like, that's a weird way to measure trunk space. I'm like if you just had 3 bodies in a duffel bag with a head in it, I would have believed you, but 6? It's a Sonata, no way. Not at all. But I started to notice this more. I was at an amusement park the other day. I was waiting in line for a roller coaster, and they have these facts about the roller coaster. And they're like, this roller coaster is about as tall as 3 Statues of Liberty. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. How tall is the Statue of Liberty? They're like, about 13 buses. I'm like, what the fuck? What are these measurements? I've started to apply it to my life now, you know? Like, I'm single now, and I've been talking to some ladies, and this girl asked me, she was like, hey, Zach, how big are you down there? And I said, about 12 Tic Tacs. Would it help if they're orange? I don't know.
Oh, God.
It would. Or do you like the multicolor? I don't know. Living with my mom, I have to buy my own food, and I buy a lot of assorted chip bags. Have you guys noticed that assorted chip bags never have enough of the good chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, you get 2 of the originals, 2 of the nacho cheese, 2 of the Cool Ranch, and then you get like 30 bags of Fritos. And you're like, who the fuck are these for? Like, if you're not eating Fritos with bean dip or chili, what are you doing with your life? Like, it's so like, I would rather make out with my dad than eat a bag of Fritos. You know, like, they look like Cardi B's fingernails, like, all of those. Like, yeah. I don't want none of that. I am a big fan of like female rappers. I do. I like. You guys know Megan Thee Stallion in here? Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Love Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my gosh! Congrats. This lady had her first wet ass pussy today. Yeah. Cheers to you for having a wet ass pussy. I had one yesterday. I gotta admit it was fun. But yeah, I like Megan Thee Stallion. Like, Megan Thee Stallion is like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's like my friends and I the other day, we were talking about her, and they were like, yo, Zach, do you think you could hook up a Megan Thee Stallion? And I don't think I have what it takes. If Megan Thee Stallion walked through that door right now and was like, Zach, let's have some sex, I'm like, give me 6 months to train. Like, let me go work out. Let me go work on cardio. Definitely Kegels, doing them right now. I am flexing hard right now. And even then, I couldn't handle that body. Yada, 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 yada. That's only for that stupid ending, man. That's it. It all started with Nicki Minaj. Like Nicki Minaj cured my racism. Like that's just what it is. Super Bass was like the first non-pornographic thing I ever jerked it to. It was everything to me. I was like, this is insane. Like, I would do anything for her. Like, you know when people are like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? I wouldn't do fuck all for a Klondike bar. But if Nicki Minaj was like, what would you do to smell my sock? I would assassinate the President of the United States. Like, straight up. And the leader of the free world just to smell her sock. Like, that's how bad it is, you know? Like, I'd let her bitch slap my whole family. Like, down the line, mom, dad, stepmom, stepdad, brother, dog, cousins, all of them. I'd help. She goes, I go. She goes, I would do it. I would do shit for Nicki Minaj I wouldn't do for my mom, you know? Like, that's how much she means to me. Like, if my mom called me and was like, Zach, I am dying, I need you to take me to the hospital, I'd be like, well, Nikki needs Fritos, so I'll call you back, alright? I'll get her Fritos, I don't give a shit. When she eats Fritos, it's correct. When we eat Fritos, it's fucking disgusting. So nasty. You guys ever met an adult who doesn't swear?
No.
They're the fucking weirdest people on the planet, man. My boss doesn't swear at all. Like, she comes in and she'll be complaining about a customer and she's like, this customer, this gosh darn butthole. And I'm like, just call him a goddamn asshole. Like, man. I'm like, you're 63 years old. Like, you can swear. You're allowed. And she's just walking around like, oh, I dropped something, shoot. And I'm like, say shit. You're an adult. I've started swearing for her. Every time she's like, shoot, I go, shit! I just yell it. Even in front of customers, they're like, should you be swearing in front of me? I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, you're a customer. Don't even talk to me. I don't have customer love. I don't know if you guys are like me. I hate customers. The worst part of every job are customers. Am I right?
Amen.
Yeah, I should be president. I shouldn't be president. That would be terrible. Yeah, it would. This lady understands. She's like, this guy would be a total fuck up as president. It'd be like that movie Idiocracy, but worse. I have a friend who gets mad at unrealistic things in movies. So it's super hard to hang out with him. Like, it's really hard to hang out with him. And the other day we were watching a movie. There's a period piece, ancient civilization type of stuff. And there's a scene where the characters walked into a restaurant. And it completely took him out of the movie. He was like, what the fuck? He was like, why would that be there? The concept of a restaurant wouldn't even have existed to this civilization. That's so fucking stupid. And I'm like, bro, it's the Emperor's New Groove. Like, I'm like, you're mad that they're in a restaurant, but not the fact that he's a talking llama? Or that Disney made David Spade likable? Like, what? What is going on? Where are your priorities? You guys have been fun. Give it up for yourselves tonight.
Ow!
I think I'm gonna get out of here on this. I'll tell you guys a little bit about. So I have a hard time with like little inconveniences in my life. Nothing major. Like I could get in a car wreck and they'd be like, "Oh my God, you killed 2 people," and I'd be like, "God, it's a Monday." What are you gonna do? Like, they suck, you know. But the other day I was making a sandwich and I didn't have any mayonnaise, and next thing I know, I'm hanging myself in the garage. And I'm like, Zach, this isn't a good way to handle this issue. You should just like go to Walmart or something. And then the thought of going to Walmart made me put a gun in my mouth. And I thought, again, Zach, not a good way to handle this issue. Just like go outside, smoke a joint or something, you know?
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, I'm standing over an industrial shredder. And I'm like, push me in, Gronk. Thank you guys so much. My name is Zach Amon. Give it up for Leighton. Have a good night.